Welcome to the video. Today we're working on Mercedes. It's a GL450. It's a 2008. So we're going to replace this right here is a foot brake, and also we're going to replace this right over here. You see, guys can see it's broken, and the front one which you pull is no longer there. So we're going to do the whole process. So the tools you're going to use, this is a Torx 20. I don't know if you can see on the top is a Torx 20, and then the next one you're going to use is a Torx 45. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just try, and alright, zoom it right there. It's Torx 45. The next thing you do is a cover which is right over here, but someone already taken it out. So for those ones who have it, you just pry it from inside and then take it out. And this thing just comes like that without a problem. So once you do that, so next is this cover right here. We're going to take this cover out, and then we're going to use take this 20 Torx 20 and then Torx 20. So let's begin. So you take our Torx 20. Let's get it out right there. We get our second Torx 20 right here. Let's get it out of there. Then we get our last is a Torx 20. This thing comes like that. So what I normally do next, so sometimes you can open right over here from below, but since this thing I can also just put it on the side. You just take it like that. Just put it on the side. Sometimes it's not really necessary because the space is going to be enough. Alright, so I just put this thing on the side like that, and then this is what we're going to be working with. This is our parking brake. I don't know if you guys can see. So first thing first, you just come right here, and then you can disconnect these electrical connectors. Make sure when you're putting back later, this one on the right is going to be this color right here. Then this one here is going to be black. The next right over here, you can disconnect like that. Let me just pull it out. Alright, so you just let it come out like that, and then you can push them on the side. So to get this thing out from right there, you have two bolts. Right here is the first one, is a Torx 45. And then right in the middle right there, if you guys can see it, is going to be a Torx 45 too. And then this thing is going to come out from right over there. So this is the first part. The second part is we have to let this thing come out from here, because we have to replace this too. So what we do, we get our Torx 20, and then we just go ahead and then just like that. This is all over here. A Torx 22. Here, and then next just pull this thing out. Use a flat Phillips to just pop from right here. Just pop like that. This thing just pops out. So this hooks right below here, it's kind of hooks right inside there. So when you're putting it back, make sure you start from here, and then you can lock it in. Then you come right here, you can just pull this thing back, and then just pull like that. This thing comes like that, and then you can just put it on the side, and you can pull this thing inside. Just let it go in like that, and then we'll pull this one later on because it's loose from the top. So we come with our Torx 45. So our Torx 45, we just come right over here, and then we can take that on like that. Sometimes I prefer the lower one staying in there for a bit, so it helps it out when you put the other one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So you come to the upper one right here. So guys, my angle is not that good, so I might try from another side. So I'll come like this, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Just put it right in there. So once it's in there, and I guess can see it. Let me see from right here. So this thing is out of there, and then you can just just move it like that. It comes like that. It comes like that from the side like this. So this thing from the top, you pull it like that. It comes all the way, and then when you push on the side, there's one thing holding here which goes down there to the tires for the emergency brake. So when you see from the side, this is how it looks like. And then down right there is kind of like a clip. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me just zoom it from the side. You see that clip on the back right there? You have to take it out, and then this thing, we have to release it from here, and then this thing should be free to come out. And then pay small attention right here, and then I figured out, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can turn it like this. Alright. So why our emergency brake is not working? Because this thing came out. Let me see if you guys can see it. Yeah, this thing right over here. Let's see if we can play around with it. This thing right over here, this one came out, so it's not locking. So I'll show you guys how it's supposed to work to release the handbrake. And then that's how it is. This handbrake comes out without a problem. So when you come from behind like this, and then you come right over here, you see what I was talking about. This right here is a clip that locks in over there. So we have to like release it like that. So I pushed it back, and then once you push it back, you can just turn it around to come out from the front. Then when you turn to come from the front, you come right over here. Then you guys can see it come out from the front right here, and then you can get it out. And then once that is done, you can pull this thing back. Let me show you guys how to do that in just a moment. So I've changed the direction, so the direction is facing now outside. So what I do is just pull it out like that. So this thing comes like that, and then I can release it from there. And then once that is done like that, so apparently the trick to release this right here, you just come inside here. You see this right here, you squeeze it in, and then this thing is going to release from right here, and then you can disconnect this stuff. Let me demonstrate it from the old one. So you just come right here, you squeeze it in. So when you squeeze it in, these kind of like locks will release. Once they release, you can take out this thing, and then once they release like that, this thing is going to go down like that. It come up from here and come up from here, and then you should be good to go. So you just release from right here, and you guys can see. So right over here, take your flat Phillips, this thing comes out. Alright, so where we are, so this thing is out completely like this. Let me show you guys, let me zoom it in. So these are the kind of like the locks which locks into this one, which comes out right over here. So installing it back, you just make sure it goes through the hole right here, and then you just push it right straight over here. It will lock by itself. Let me just demonstrate. Let me just pull this thing right over here. So you just let it like come through right over there, and then right over here, you guys can see it's way down over there. So you just push it in. Yes, push it in from down over there. So you just let it come through here. Alright, and just demonstrate it to you. Yeah, just align it, just let it come out, slide it in, and then align it up here, and then you just push it in like that. You hear it like that, you hear tuck tuck tuck, and then you can just use here as a lever, just push it up. You can see all the way, until when you see it coming out from right here. So this thing is locked all the way. Then once that is done, you take the lock, or just like this, and then let it face up, and then just come right down here, and then lock it like that. It just locks like that, and then you can turn it like that so it doesn't come out. The one important thing, before you remove this lever right here, take something like a pen and then just mark right over here something small. This will give you the level when you putting it back later on. You know where this thing will stop at. You can just mark around it, and then once you're putting it back, it's going to be very helpful. Once that is done, you can just put it in like this, and you can put in your bolts, which is your Torx 45. Alright, and you can put in the upper one, then you should be good to go. So today guys, I got in the cable, which comes from right over here and then comes through right here. So for those who wants to know the part number for that, it's just right over here. That's the part number. So this is the cable. I'll just pull it out and then show you guys how it looks like when it's out. Also because earlier on when we removed this thing, it didn't have the stuff for the front for pulling, so I got that one too. So this is the part number. This is from Mercedes. So this is how it looks like. This is the handle thing, which you normally pull like this. So I'll show you guys when it's out. So let's do it. So this cable is out, so let's try zooming it. Alright, so this front part is going to go out all the way in. It's going to hook inside right over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's going to hook right over here. You point it right over here. Then once it gets in here, it comes and then locks up here, and then comes from the inside and then shows up from right over here. So let's do it. So make sure this part here locks right over here. So you just pull it right from right over there like that, and then we'll lock this like that. Just push it in, then this thing just locks like that. Alright, so once that locks like that, we can now extend the lower part. Right, this one you can extend right this from over here. So let me turn like this, at least you guys can see better from here. So I can just push down like that, and then I make sure it locks right in over here. So let me show you guys how this thing will come, and then I just push it in like that. Make sure it goes through the middle right here. Now you guys can see, make sure it goes like over right there in the middle, and then you can just pull it like that. You lock it in. There, once locked in like that, you should be able to lock like that. But make sure it goes through the middle, don't let it go through the side. The ones that locks in like that, we should be good to go. Just make sure it aligns well, just like that, so that when you just push it from this front part, it can work like that. Be able to do that. Alright, let's put back this. So everything is in order now, so we just put it back. Alright, yes. So you just put this to come right from over here, and you just push this on inside like that, and then just make sure. So make sure this comes right from here. This comes like this. Alright, when this is out like that, we can put back the bolts. Right over here is Torx 45, and then this other one right here, we can put it right inside in the middle right over here, and then align it all the way. So once that is done, you take the Torx 45, and then you come right over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can tighten that, and you come all the way right on top right there. You guys can see it. You tighten it like that. So once you hook in the stuff, which is newer, that is how it's supposed to work. I don't know if you guys can see. Supposed to push it from right here. Once that is done, do not forget earlier on this the black one goes on the inner side like that. It comes right over here, just lock it like that, and then the red one comes on the side. Just lock it like that. Let it just go in, and then once that is done, lock in all the way, and then just see, and this thing is releasing it. Alright, so the next thing we do is to work from top right here. So there's new patches here. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm going to hook this thing inside over here. Then first we have to put the other one, the inner one. So the inner one looks like this, and the outer one comes on top. It just comes and locks in here. So it comes and locks like that. So you push it in, it should be able to just come out like that and go in, come out and go in. So we just hold this one inside right here. So I take this thing to come from right inside here and then lock it like that, to just lock it inside there. And then once that locks like that, I just bring this here and then I just lock it like that from the front right here. So it has to go through that thing right there. And then I just pull them in. Just pull them in like that. Let them lock in there. So once it locks like that, you just hold your hand with one like this, and then you can lock from the side. You just use your torque something, lock there, and then lock it from here, and then so like that. Thing is all good, and then you can put back the rest of the stuff. Alright, the remaining stuff is just put back the cover. So cover just like that. Let's get in and put everything in there. All the lower cover is all good. So it's time to test to see if our foot brake is working. So you just come right here, you can step on it all the way, then we can just so yes, that's how it is. So our foot brake is all good. So alright, I hope you liked the video, guys. Thank you for watching all the way, and if you loved it, please like and subscribe, and then see you in the next video. Alright, bye bye.